Alright, here we go. Welcome to the 7th episode of the Guru Gainz Parlay. I think we're going pretty well so far. We've done 7 episodes and we haven't had any negative feedback yet. And just set that guy. We've got our first call for someone that wants to be on the show, and no one has declined us yet. So pretty happy with that. Thanks Mark for having us in the HB guys. We've got Joe, Rich, Franny, Mccormack. We've got Tank, I don't know how to say your name. How to say your name? Ekaterina. And Mark Michaels. Thanks for having us over, guys. Mark, I know you're an owner and you do many things. Run comms, help Richmond and that. Tell us from the beginning, where you grew up, background, and then what you're looking to do with your comp and all that sort of stuff.
Just a simple background. I just basically love CrossFit, came to CrossFit through Zealous. Found out about it, and Zealous took us under his wing and spent a lot of time with us. He actually, when we were setting up fight night, we actually brought in the CrossFit component for the conditioning sessions. And
what year was that one?
Almost about 5 years ago, and we had that Zealous was the man, and we brought Zealous, and he ran all the conditioning program for the final. So Darren came on board, and I loved the whole philosophy of CrossFit, and then from there we wanted to set up the CrossFit program. So I spoke to Gareth, my business partner, Gareth McDonald, and we ended up setting up a facility in the far car park of the Zealous complex, and then from there they just grew.
Yeah. How's it with your used to being business partners? Is it butt head sometimes, or is it pretty sweet? Or?
Well, sometimes we sort of butt heads, and he's got a different way, and I've got a different way.
Naturally,
and it's just we all come together for the common goal of the club, and people get mixed up with us in regards to us being part of these knowledge. I think it's been bastardised, but if not, we lease the premises of these mills, and we're running to that cost of culture and community, and what these mills want to do is that they wanted to create a gym within the gym. So the CrossFit philosophy still applies in our gym, but you need to are exposed to other forms of training, not just CrossFit. So sometimes people want to go to yoga, and we're lucky we're sort of a one-stop shop. Just gives me more variety, but most are interested in free time and CrossFit.
And you're looking to do like a WOD league or something?
Yeah, so I spoke to a few of the other affiliates, and there's about 8 affiliates that come on board. We're just trying. It's a real simple concept where we have teams of 6 RX and also intermediate that will compete in a round robin, 8-week round robin. It's most of all the local clubs, and we don't need to discriminate against the other clubs, but we just wanted to keep it real simple, find out any problems that we might have during the 8-week program, but in that 8-week round robin, say for instance, CrossFit will compete against Zealous, week 1. And then from there, we will, we might host you at our facility, and then we'll compete in the workout. So what will happen is, in order to get all the affiliates on board, we basically ask all the affiliates to nominate their workout. We'll get a workout with a brief, and then what we'll do from there, we will draw that particular workout on the Monday, and then they will compete on the Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So for instance, you guys are competing, and we picked out a workout, and that workout happened to be your workout. All the teams will compete in that workout, and the winner gets 2 points, and the loser gets 6 on 1 point.
So you guys won't get a chance to practice it like the other comps?
You say something. No, we try and be real fair with our workouts. We release it 3 weeks for the playoffs. We try and release it 3 weeks out prior to the playoffs. So we contested all that. But with it just allows the affiliate boxers to go and travel to other boxes. So I haven't been to a lot of boxes, so it gives us opportunity for our members to compete in other venues. And also it allows the other boxers to put a workout through. Everyone competes in that workout from there. So, and the good thing about this particular division, depending on the workout, you can visualize through the whole workout. So, okay, I'm not putting, say for instance, you might put Max in this particular team because he's really good at
Good at one thing.
Yeah.
He's good at one thing, yeah.
So from there, basically allows anyone in your club,
Yeah.
there's a long-term club, depending on the workout, and you just put the strongest team forward. And Gainz came up with a great idea. And it just enables the other athletes to travel to the other clubs and also see their community too at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's a real simple.
It'll be the first time I've ever heard of that sort of thing. Pretty awesome. All right, guys, we've got two of HBU's top athletes. How is we're week 3 into the Open? How's that going for you guys?
Well, Kat's in the top 40 in Australasia, so
Yeah.
you should answer this.
How we going? We're week 3. Feeling good?
Feeling good, yeah, feeling good. The ones so far have been really nice,
Yeah.
actually. Really nasty, like
Yeah.
a bit of a mind beating
Yeah.
intake, like you would agree. The second one's a bit of a strategic workout, can get in your head.
Yeah.
I like those workouts. I like how diabolical they are, you know,
Yeah.
so it's just meant to destroy you.
You're known for being a little bit crazy, so that's right up your alley.
I appreciate the evilness of it, but I definitely did not enjoy it. I actually was really surprised how much to me it got. Hey Joe, I nearly started crying in that workout. It was so terrible, so tough. Yeah, I had to redo it because I thought that my result was just so terrible.
Yeah.
But then I redid it an hour later, and it was worse, and I ripped my hand. So I thought, okay, that's it. This is it. Just submit the result. It's all right. And I'm still quite impressed with the design of the wood.
You seem like you sort of enjoy pain a little bit. Is that like, have you always been like that, or is it you sort of trained yourself to put up with pain? Because I don't like it.
Actually, I enjoy pain when there's a mental aspect to it. Like if it's a workout that has a strategic element to it. So then pain is kind of enjoyable because you see there was a plan, right? But if it's just smashing yourself out, like I don't like chippers for that reason because it's just whacking yourself sometimes. I don't enjoy that kind of thing. But this kind of pain I do, yes, I enjoy it. I appreciate every single second of suffering.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a gymnast background?
No. I actually, when I came to New Zealand, I couldn't even do one push-up.
Yeah.
And I just trained myself at home in my student dorm in here just to do about 5 push-ups. And then I couldn't go to gym until then. I was too ashamed. And then I went to gym, started just doing the normal machine weights and stuff. And then decided to become an instructor. And then the rest is history.
You just fell in love with fitness and
Yeah. Fitness is amazing. It just leads to so many things in your head as well.
yeah.
Makes you really take care of yourself and makes you take care of the world. Just spreads his fingers into all that.
What did you do before like getting into fitness and training people?
I have a management degree and a psychology, so that was not something I liked. And then I just pretty much straight after that, as a student, I took a part-time job as a fitness instructor, and then when I finished uni, I just thought, wow, that's it. I don't want a management job. I just want a training job.
Yeah.
And that was it. Yeah, I just started doing that. But I have a background in violin,
Violin?
and piano, and chess.
Chess?
Yep.
So you're a competitive chess player?
Yes.
You were?
I
Like
was.
national?
No, just a local level.
Yeah.
I never did any national sports. I did violin competitions, have a few
Yeah.
trophies of violin.
Do you still play now?
No, I hate it.
Were you forced? Were you one of those kids that were forced? Really?
Yes, it was 7 years of suffering.
Yeah.
And actually because violin, I wanted to also do gymnastics and other things, but with violin, you have to have really sensitive fingers.
Yeah.
And so every time I came to my classes and I had scratches on my hands or I had cut fingers or calluses, my teacher would just get into a rage. At that time, in communist times, you could go into a rage and beat the student up.
Yeah.
So she would just fly into a rage and say, you know, that well, why am I doing this if I'm not completely committed, blah, blah, blah. So I had to quit all of my other activities. I did dabble in like acrobatics and stuff, of course, as all communists.
In the circus?
No, just playing like, just after school programs, acrobatics, wushu, you know, things like that. But nothing serious, never anything serious.
So you played violin, what was the other instrument?
Piano.
Piano, yeah. You play that still or no?
I played with more pleasure than the violin,
Yeah.
but I prefer to dance and to do things with my body rather than play an instrument
What
nowadays.
sort of dancing?
Burlesque.
Burlesque.
Yeah.
You like to dance? Okay.
Joe actually has a bit of dance.
What sort of dancing do you like?
What is it?
More like...
Who's you there?
I just thought.
No, I did that. I did do a bit of dance.
What time? You say classes?
Bored.
Boring. Oh, yeah. What inspired that?
Form two? Yeah, Form 2, my...
Priscilla.
Pretty close to it. My Form 2 teacher, who was our teacher right through the year, he actually taught dance.
Yeah.
And he basically, when you're in your last year of intermediate, they send all the naughty island boys to his class. And he's a white guy, but he was really tough and he knew how to understand the brown boys. So he made us disciplined in that kind of aspect of, all right, well, I'm going to take you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You guys are going to try this out.
Yeah.
And then half of the boys ended up going on to doing big competitions.
True.
Like Johnny Williams, who did Dancing with the Stars, I think, from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's quite up there in the world department, I guess. He was dancing with him.
So how many comps did you?
I did 2 things. More did the waltz, the cha-cha.
Did you?
Did you have that show?
Can we dig up some photos of that?
No, they go. The shoes, the tight shirt. Actually got
One of the big calves.
big. That's a long time ago.
Actually, find pants for you.
The lycra. The stretching in the food. But that was fun. I mean, it was something different.
Yeah.
I was looking at trying to carry it on when I went to college. But, you know, you're a young third form.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you know what you want to do is hang out with your mates and play rugby.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think like there's still a little bit inside you that wants to dance and move and?
We know it.
You know what?
I don't think so.
Is it still in there?
I think it's a little bit weird now.
But is it still in there?
I like to dance with my little niece.
Because I know Max dances around the
I can tell, yeah.
And to me, it seems like he has some unfinished business. And his drama days.
Tapping his toes.
Yeah.
Was meant to entertain.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun at the time, and then you always find other passions. So
Yeah. What other passions did you find?
I just found I wanted to try everything.
Yeah.
You know, like I played cricket.
Oh yeah, well, normal cricket or?
Normal cricket.
Yeah.
I set the record for our team.
True.
It was the first year cricket.
Yeah.
And our very last game, I
What
think I got 65 runs off 18 balls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just smashed it.
Good.
I don't know how to
Do
bowl.
you play cricket over short?
That's where it was invented, mate.
What school did you go? What hesitation? What hesitation?
Let's go get the high score.
Is there another competition?
No, I went to Birkenhead College in Shore. So, formerly known as Birkdale College.
Yeah.
Back in Markstown. So that's a few years.
It's like South Auckland with bullshit.
Basically, there in the North Coast.
But it's still okay. And I know you played a little bit of rugby league as well.
He played league for the Cooters, East Coast Bays. Had 2 good seasons there, and then we keep getting knocked out in the semis by Mount Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that team's just monstered everyone that year. So played rugby all my life. Went to league, followed with my mates. Had 2 awesome seasons.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed league.
Yeah.
Really liked the one-on-one confrontation.
Is that something that you would have liked to pursue as well, or?
Probably if I didn't get so many injuries.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had 6 dislocations, 1 op.
Yeah.
Had too many injuries.
Yeah.
And still playing though. Still go back to North Coast and play a bit of rugby every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. And then how did you come across like CrossFit? And...
Before we actually started, we were always training every Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
In the main gym. We were doing similar kind of stuff. Like I think what I can remember is doing the wiki. I don't know if you heard the wiki, which
I
was
think I've done it ages ago.
the 1,000-meter row. What was it? 25 push press, 25 cleans,
And some
25 pull-ups or something like that.
Yeah,
you know, and then 800 meters and then all that kind of stuff. So when we did that, I was thinking, well, this is awesome. You know, this interval training is really good, and it helps you helps your endurance.
Yeah.
You know, like I did it every Tuesday, Thursday with the boys, and then had rugby training in the evenings. I just felt on the weekends it gave me a lot more strength, a lot more character, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's just
that
something
mental side as well. Yeah.
And that mental strength.
Yeah.
Because you know when you're in that suck level of the workout and you just got to push through.
Yeah.
You know, it just gives you a whole lot of better dynamic of how to keep pushing through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been known like as one of the freak athletes, as in being strong and just making it look easy. Are you taking it serious this year, or is it more of a health and fitness thing, or
I think
a
this
hobby sort of thing, or
when it came after nationals down the mount.
Yeah.
Because I heard they're testing this year.
Yeah. So, I don't think Max is going to do too much. Because Gullo's a natural steroid. So, I don't know if you're going to make it. No, but after that, I thought, you know, I need to lose some weight because I'm just too heavy.
How much do you weigh?
At the moment, through the open now, I'm 105.
Yeah. You think that's good weight for you?
I think 100 I would have been a lot better.
Do you reckon
Especially with 14.2 and the first one. I mean, they weren't built for me, but you know, as long as you do the work, do the hard yards. I mean, from November, December, all I was doing was just running heaps of endurance stuff.
Did that affect your strength at all, or not?
No, not really. I think,
Good.
I try and do 3 days of heavy.
Yeah.
Try to. But a lot of EMOMs, like I follow a lot of the NC Lab stuff, which is a lot of that 20-minute EMOMs, 10-minute EMOMs, heaps of rowing, heaps of air bike, hate that thing.
Work capacities and stuff,
Just working on all of that. And so after the mount, I enrolled registered for Hawke's Bay, and so that was a good stepping stage, you know, stepping stone to see where I was at, and I was happy with the result. Felt good.
Yeah.
And then I just carried on the training from there.
Do you reckon like it's like as Islanders are sort of like we can handle the pain for maybe one workout out or whatever, but then we don't sort of like it backing up?
Yeah, it is hard. I think it's because you don't want to disappoint. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I think a bit of pride comes in the way. And you're like, man, I feel wasted. I don't want to enter this thing and not do so well.
Yeah.
You know, but if you leave that at the door and you just give it your best, you end up doing better than you thought. So, you know, you got to have a different outlook on what you're looking for.
So you are taking it serious this year?
I think I'm just trying to crack the top 100 for now.
And then work on it from there?
Yeah, and then just see how I go from there.
Yeah.
You know, CrossFit is a big part of, I guess, our training and our lifestyle at the moment.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I want to play rugby. You know, I want to carry on. You want to use the fitness and use the skills that you learn through CrossFit and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know, and just test the boundaries.
Yeah.
Go
see
out.
how far you can go.
Run into people.
Yeah.
You know, do something with it.
Yeah. Test the skills.
Yeah, and then just see how we go. I mean, our team's doing all right.
Yeah.
So if we can get a team there, we'll definitely go as a team.
Are you guys focusing as a team this year, or?
Yeah, more of a team based.
Yeah, definitely
So
more.
much fun.
Yeah. So you will just take the top 4 guys, 4 girls if he's cracking there?
6.
6? Is it 6?
I think it's 6 and
Oh,
then 2
yeah,
spares.
Yeah.
So it's 8 year.
Yeah.
As a team, I think.
And you guys have got, I heard like house sort of things, like so you got like 4 different.
Gryffindor, yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we've
Yeah.
got
How does that work?
So Gareth came up with a really good initiative. Back in school, you have your houses.
Yeah.
Where you split up your school. The same thing we've done here because we've got quite a few members who are part of our affiliate. So in order to get that sort of one-on-one or special coaching, came up with an idea where you have your houses. So you had 4 of your top instructors looking after, say for instance, 60 athletes, and they run workshops and seminars for those athletes.
Yeah.
So to get a better understanding of CrossFit, so it went really successful. We did a 4-week campaign on workshops,
Yeah.
understanding the certain female workouts,
Yeah.
and breaking that down, working on the movement standards, and it went really well for us. And then after that, they had a little internal competition
Yeah.
for those who never competed before, and also those who competed. So just what we're trying to do is create sort of a club rivalry within the club.
Yeah.
So we've come up with 4 names, and also designed T-shirts and stuff for those teams. So there's a bit of
Just create a bit of beef.
I wouldn't say beef, but
Friendly.
rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got another internal competition coming up later, probably after the divisionals.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You found a bit of a lift around the box, sort of with that.
Yeah, because what happens, you get a lot of athletes who have never been, who experienced the competition side of it, and also their one-on-one side of it,
Yeah.
really shine from that. So, and they're wanting more of these workshops. So
Yeah.
I reckon all athletes should sort of try that and adopt that sort of.
Yeah. It's working really well.
It works really well
Yeah, yeah.
because it shows to the community that the coaches care more about the athletes.
Yeah.
Surely you've got to spend a lot of time with them, but it seems like a good bang for their buck.
Yeah. How much do you weigh, Tank? How much do you weigh?
50.
50, and how much do you squat?
About 90.
90 kilos.
That's how much I score.
What
Yeah.
How long have you been training for?
CrossFit?
Yeah. Well, just in general, and then
In
CrossFit.
general, a while now, probably about 7 years normal,
Yeah.
and coming up to 2 years CrossFit.
Yeah. 2 years, and you had a good base coming into CrossFit with that 7 years.
Yes, I came in straight away. They put me into RX. So my first gym that I went to do CrossFit at, I did the competition, the Battle Royale,
Yeah.
at CF&Z 2 weeks after I joined CrossFit, and I went as RX, and I couldn't even do handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
Still came fourth. I have no idea how I did that.
Yeah.
I failed. I DNF'd on the handstand push-up board. And so since then I was just RX. But I found that I did CrossFit because it was lots of fun.
Yeah.
Like it was just so much fun. And it ties back to us getting those internal competitions going, because I think that a lot of the times if people go straight into competition that is between the gyms or something where it's a little bit more serious, they get really serious about it, and
Yeah.
they can get really brought down
Yeah.
by the if they fail, or if they can't finish something, or if they find the exercises a little bit too much for them,
Yeah.
and people just take it out on themselves. So we had I just found sometimes athletes get really, really down on themselves, and it's all
also
about
overtraining,
enjoyment.
a lot of overtraining.
A lot of
'Cause they want to do
overtraining.
well.
Yeah.
So they were doing all this training.
And also,
listening to the
yeah.
coaches,
Yeah, and people sometimes, I don't know, just athletes can forget that CrossFit is about health and is about fitness.
Yeah.
And it is about enjoying expanding capacities that you have. It's not necessarily about, winning the CrossFit world, because
Yeah.
that's athlete, that's sport, right? CrossFit doesn't have to be this narrow. And so when we have the friendly competitions here, just to show people that it can be friendly competition. Yeah, it can be like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys take a team each?
Yeah, you guys are Mustangs?
Saints.
You're the Saints.
And,
Saints.
and you guys,
We're Wolfpack.
So like, do you find like people, like you said, like overtraining, and people have come to you with like all their problems, crying? Is that something that happens, or nah, they're pretty sweet?
I think our team is pretty balanced.
Yeah.
I think they actually listen.
Yeah.
They actually listen
Yeah.
to what we say.
Yeah.
It's like you need to take your rest day. If you're not feeling too well, just take the rest.
Yeah.
Rest the arbor off or take the day off.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
If they feel like a little bit thing, and you can sort of see it, you're like, hey man, just like chill out or whatever. And they're like, no, I'm alright. Like, I find that's a bit of a pain sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, they don't know their own limits, and they find out when they start getting injured or overtrained.
Yeah.
And then, when you're overtrained, you don't actually think you're overtrained, you just can't sleep, you are cranky, you want to train all the time, but you're sore, but you don't really think, oh yeah, I'm overtrained, I should rest.
Yeah.
You're feeling like, I should train more, my stupid body doesn't work, I should train more.
Still here.
And it really takes someone else, like a coach, to tell you and to say, okay, all the indicators show that you should take it easy and just rest for a couple of weeks. But again, if people are really bent on competition, it can be a little bit hard to be that voice.
Yeah. Do you have like a bit of a chip on your shoulder, like being a smaller person when you compete?
No, my
Do
gosh.
you have that small woman syndrome? Yeah. Do you have that thing or what?
No, I actually find that it actually lets me off the hook a little bit.
Yeah, like, she lost you small or something like that.
Because I'm too small. Because I compete with myself mostly, right?
Yeah.
And I know that I don't get much pressure if I don't lift as much, because I'm like, oh my God, look at how much you're lifting for your body weight. And the thing is that when I'm lifting something, when I'm doing a WOD, I've been doing like CrossFit style training for so long on my own that I'm so used to competing with myself and comparing my own scores to my own scores that I actually I just compare how much I can lift for my body weight.
Yeah.
So it's not really a big deal when I work with bigger girls or I find that it's alright, but I think the bigger girls face a little bit bigger pressure.
Yeah.
Because it's
They
almost
should be
like
able to lift
they
more.
expected to lift more. Yeah, like at the regionals, everyone was coming up to me, and I DNF'd on a WOD. I was the only person who DNF'd on a WOD, I think, out of everyone. And everyone was coming up to me and like taking pictures with me and going, "Oh my God, you're doing so awesome, and you're such a midget."
Did you have to sign like signatures and stuff? Or?
Yeah.
You did, man?
Yes,
I was kidding.
There were people like, "I'm your biggest fan. I'll take a picture." It was so amazing, because there were some girls afterwards writing me emails like from Australia saying, "I'm a small girl too, and I really love what you do, and you're so enthusiastic." And I think that's maybe it's because I'm small and I don't have much pressure on me in my own head, but it's also I always try to remind myself that I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Because life is hard enough, right? We're striving for something, changing our careers or not changing our careers, aspiring in our careers, there's family, whatever, and CrossFit should be fun.
Yeah.
Like, most of it should be really fun.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be like crying over it or breaking our bodies on it,
What do you do like when you see people crying, like, when they, do you think
Well,
it's a bit overboard or what?
sometimes people can have a blowout, so emotional outlet's really nice, you know, if you had a really like horrible
Have you cried during
workout.
workouts?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you cried?
Yes.
I cried.
It's okay to cry.
I cried for Max that time we were in Hawke's Bay,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Oh, he just.
You know, we were meant to stick together.
He's left me behind.
Just missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a sprint?
Overall, for the
Everyone
second day.
made the top 20 except me.
Do you reckon like your strength is natural, or have you worked for it, or you got like a secret?
I think because all Mark wants to do is lift heavy.
Was this
and I think
before
that,
CrossFit?
and I think that played a big part because him and his brother Matt, and then the rest of the boys we used to train with, all they wanted to do was just heavy.
What were you benching before you started?
We were going stupid, like 67 kilo dumbbells, 180 bench for a few reps. We were
Straight off the bat.
we were just.
So that's pretty natural to me.
You warm up to it, and then we just pump it out.
Yeah.
Like these guys would just want to go heavy deads,
Yeah.
heavy strict press.
Oh, was that him?
To us,
Have you thought of like getting into like powerlifting, weightlifting? Olympic
actually,
weightlifting?
Travis asked me
Yeah.
to come and represent Samoa because he did the
Yeah, I saw that. you
yeah
did
the
that,
weightlifting comp and came third. But I don't know. I don't want to be strong but not fit.
Right.
Like I've come to that point
Yeah.
in my training and that
You
kind
like
of
to
stuff.
have a blowout here and there.
Yeah, you know, I want to last 5K run,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Can't do EMOMs for powerlifting.
yeah, I mean, we still go heavy,
Yeah.
like a heavy deadlift in the EMOM, you know, and then do something cardio-ish like the air bike.
Like a gymnastic or
Yeah, you
More
know, that kind of
thing.
stuff. So we still go heavy, but we just try and mix it up, keep it all balanced now.
Yeah, what do you eat in a day roughly?
And
I know it will change a little bit, but what do
yeah,
you
I
eat
hardly
roughly?
eat anything. I mean, he doesn't really, he eats fresh air. His wife brings him cupcakes and that. That's about it. But I think my same breakfast every day.
What is
Have
that?
Eggs,
How
mashed,
many eggs?
hash kumara. I just buy it from the cafe.
You eat them during your first climb.
I don't eat during my climb. I eat when they're doing a block run.
It's really quite unofficial.
Nice. It's a cool fixture. 5 a.m. in the morning, Joe is standing there in front of the gym, showing his breakfast, and his client is going up the hill.
I've had to push aside the cocoa pops and eat properly now.
So you have to push them aside. Joe is actually a really good cook.
Is it?
He sometimes comes in and brings.
So
a
you can
dish.
dance, you can cook.
I know,
Wow.
right? He's like, he'll bring.
He wears tight pants and shirts.
Should be honest, love.
But he sometimes shares a dish, and it will be like, I'm actually like amazed. You know, I'm quite amazed sometimes because I'm still not used to guys cooking coming from Russia. And it's really good how when you see an athlete and he takes his body seriously.
Yeah.
Like he
Very
doesn't.
seriously.
That's why he's got his shirt off all the time.
Takes it very seriously.
We're not even doing a workout, he's got his shirt off.
My name's not Mike Gainz. Mr. Scale. I know you guys are coming to it. Why do you guys want to send RX people into scale with cold?
So you've taken like Richmond Rovers, and they done really well last year. So you've been working with them a bit. Tell us a little bit about what you've done with them.
Yeah, Richmond had their 100th year last year, so I was employed to work on their strength conditioning and also just working on their aerobic base. They'd been in second division for like 10 years, and they wanted to take a different approach. So I sat down with them and said that, I'm happy to help, but these are the rules. That if I was to come on board, alcohol ban, we're going to focus a lot on the conditioning side and the fitness side. We employed a lot of the CrossFit philosophies into the training program.
Yeah.
And then from there, we worked on the nutrition. We brought in sports nutritionist coaches to come on board and to work on their eating habits and all that.
Yeah.
And then from there, when they started playing and all that kind of stuff, they were able to last a lot longer because we just focused purely on the fitness and the strength side of it, and also the skills. And came across Otara in the final, and we just had just a bit more in the engine.
Right.
They were massive. They were a massive side.
You can sort of draw on that hard work they put on early in the year.
So
Like in that last 20 minutes. of the
yeah,
game.
so a good indication of a good year is having a really good preseason.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to employ with the Richmond guys. You're talking about guys who normally just turn up and play touch during season. So it's just, and then what happens? You get a touch score when basically in their season they were getting thrashed all the time. So just trying to change cultures and getting them to understand how their body function and why we do what we do.
Because you're an old Richmond guy as well?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah, way back in the day, back in the dinosaur days, yeah.
How'd you go in your career, footy and stuff like that?
I wasn't that good. Played topside and had an opportunity to go and play in France. But then my first son was born, and
And you made
That's code language for his mum said
Yeah.
you can't go.
My wife turned around and said, no, you're not going, you're going to get a real job. So it finished there, and then and then 18 years later I was able to have a game with Topside last year, so see if I could...
Dust off the boots.
Yeah, just, that CrossFit mentality, the unknown, so I thought,
You were ready.
I wasn't... Lasted 20 minutes, but it was okay. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's good. So it's good to give back to the community, your club that you grew up with.
Yeah. So we did everything on the shoestring budget, so it was good.
Speaking of culture, you guys work with Les Mills. How does that affect you guys when you're just trying to create your own culture in a way like with HPU? Does it affect you guys at all or not really?
Well, a lot of people sort of take that approach that, we're a Les Mills gym and stuff like that. And we always knew that we were going to take that because of what Les Mills stands for. And I guess people misunderstand that we're a CrossFit gym too at the same time. And all our trainers train in the CrossFit environment, and a majority of our members just do CrossFit only.
Yeah.
But we're always going to be branded by Les Mills. Les Mills have given us an opportunity. They've been good to us.
Yeah.
But they saw that there was a movement towards CrossFit.
Yeah.
They understood that and embraced it. It's just like Reebok.
Yeah.
People jump up and down that we're a global gym. Yeah, we are a global gym, but we're a gym within a gym.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Reebok. They saw the opportunity, they jumped at it.
Yeah.
And CrossFit's now gone into the commercial sector.
Yeah.
And if the commercial sector is embracing it, then we should all embrace it.
Yeah.
Because that's how we like our people to train, train properly and get an understanding of what CrossFit's all about.
So you have a good working relationship together and everything's pretty sweet?
Oh yes, the manager of Les Mills comes down, Jackie, she comes down to watch the Open.
Yeah.
Her daughter in Australia does CrossFit.
Yeah.
There's a new program in Les Mills called Grit,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much CrossFit Light. So
Yeah.
it's CrossFit-esque movements to music.
Yeah.
And so it is moving towards that. So it's high intensity training, and so forth. And the culture, I think the most effect that it had is that because Les Mills this particular gym has so many personal trainers of such high standard.
Yeah.
All CrossFit coaches, when they start being CrossFit coaches, by then they've been personal trainers for ages.
Yeah.
So they have the eye for movement, or they can train a client, listen to them, kind of be a bit of a psychiatrist to them as well, motivate them. Some of our trainers are doing group fitness, so they also can really lead a class.
Yeah.
So it's a really good hybrid. I find that group fitness really, really relates to CrossFit classes.
Yeah, it brings a whole new dynamic for our classes and our members in HPU. I mean, we've got a specialty lifting coach in Andy and a specialty gymnast coach and Kat and Mark Holyoke,
Yeah.
And then you get your fitness trainers that take all the classes. They know how to deliver to a class.
Because they're training people all the time and stuff like that.
I mean, they're taking classes upstairs with 200 people in a room, and they can control every single person. You know what I mean? They can interact with everybody that's in there. So I think being linked with Les Mills and all that stuff, we get benefits by having all these specialities.
Yeah.
We pretty much got gifted Andy. I mean, he was just lifting, but he wasn't doing too many competitions.
Yeah.
CrossFit came along, he got into it, and now he's just, his business is booming.
Yeah.
Same with Mark Holyoke. Everybody knows you need good gymnastics.
Right.
He retired from competitive gymnastics, found CrossFit. Now he's dedicated and helping heaps of people.
He was helping you with a backflip. Did you end up getting it or what?
Yeah, I got the backflip.
You got the backflip? Yeah.
It was awesome, yeah.
You gonna put a video up or what?
I got the videos. No, I got the picture.
Yeah, 105 kgs of Joe.
I think at that point I was 109.
You want to sit on
I was trying to catch Max.
Yeah.
He was about 4 people though.
You got a backflip as well?
No, I actually I had to embrace the fact that you have to suck at something, and that was it for me. Well, I only had one try, and I didn't do it very well. So now I just have to keep practicing. I want to do it though. I want to do it before winter.
Yeah.
That'll be good to do.
With the culture, did you find it hard, because you're not the first person to get your shirt off and like with the classes.
Oh,
and
there's
stuff
no
like
worries about that, mate. We got plenty of those guys.
So it's all good.
It's even before the warm up. 6 a.m. Right, guys, what are we doing? Mobilizing. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's about it. Unless you've got anything else you'd like to bring up, Mark, or finish with.
Playoffs.
Playoffs,
Yeah, so we're the playoffs. It's massive for us. We've got the big six.
Yeah.
We try to be smart. We thought we increase the numbers of members in the team to decrease the number of teams entering into the event.
Yeah.
That's what backfired on us in the sense that we've got 90 teams, 75 which we're taking, but 15 on the waiting list, and it's increasing. But the good thing about it is that we're getting teams from all around New Zealand that we've never heard of want to be a part of the event.
Yeah.
So logistically, it's a big job.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that we sort of lift the standard.
Yeah.
There's some really good benefits with being part of the event. We're bringing oxygen chambers and
Far out. Yeah. For recovery.
Wow.
We're really working hard on the recovery side. So it's really just trying to make all the athletes participating, whether you're junior to RX or intermediate or masters, they'll be experiencing all the stuff that all the professionals go through. So we want to try and make them feel like these real special athletes when they're on here on the day, so they'll be hydrated, fed and looked after.
With that 3 thing, you'll probably like have teams more ready for like if they make regionals and that too.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be a good benefit for that for people that.
Yeah, well, I think the regionals are the week after.
I mean, just in terms of having 3 instead of 2 guys and 2 girls, so it'd be like 3 guys.
Yeah.
So it'd be good for that as well. I thought that's why you were doing it. But
Well, we're doing it
We're
because
gonna be doing it.
we wanted to do something similar to what they did in the States.
yeah,
So we're building some toys which we're going to be releasing on this event. So we're just finalising the venue, and then from there we'll develop the workouts, and then from there we'll build the toys to suit the workout so it flows. Because we've got to understand that we've got to move a lot of athletes around, making sure that they're not sort of standing around, sort of, wasting time. So we've got to make sure that the workouts work smoothly. From there, we're also looking for judges to be a part of the event too. We don't want to have a scenario which we had last year where we had all our judges judging our teams in the final. There were some rumours that I think you spread that we regular comp, that we win all our comps. But if you look at it from outside perspective, we thought, okay, I understood that. I think any sort of comment is a great comment. No, but it's actually a great comment. I can't believe you said that. But it's really just to make sure it's fair on everyone when you're competing. That's all it was. I don't want people going away saying what you said, because I actually went home and cried. But no, it'll be a really good event, this one. So
all right.
Yeah, we're actually we're actually very lucky to have the 2 guys, like the 2 owners. One of them is obsessed with events, may I say. You love doing events. It's just that's what Mark is amazing at.
yeah, so I don't compete, so I put on events.
You put on events.
Because I don't want to embarrass the club.
Yep. And then there's Gareth, who is crazy good at programming. So he does so much of our programming. Dave is doing now too, and they're just amazing at periodizing, programming, putting together all these packs and houses and things to make the athletes actually ready. So it's a really good combination. And they work really well together. So Gareth is kind of more long-term and maintenance of athletes and improving them, and Mark is throwing stuff at them to see how good they are now, and then throwing more stuff, and then throwing more stuff. So every single time it gets better.
I see you guys have some jiu-jitsu out there. Is that one of your secret conditioning tools that you guys do?
Yeah, because if we lose the comp, we're going to take them out. No, Jiu-Jitsu was brought in, again, we're developing a club within a club.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, Pedro, was relocating,
Yeah.
and we brought him in because, again, we wanted to expose members at this gym to other forms of training.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a synergy with CrossFit and Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
With BJ Penn, he uses CrossFit training
Fight
for
Ball
his...
Bag.
Yep. Yeah, so we saw there was a synergy there and we worked well together, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Jay, anyone you'd like to thank or any finishing comments?
No, I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything's gone.
Yeah. All right, cool.
No, I'd just like to thank Mark actually for everything he has done.
You're not going to tear up, are you?
No, I mean, in all fairness, he's been a massive contributor to everything we've put together and done up at HBU. You know, he has to deal with all the flack.
Yeah.
He has to deal with
Your shenanigans.
yeah, all the ups and downs from the trainers to members to outside associations.
And
But
making you do CrossFit Kids.
CrossFit, I love kids. I love the CrossFit kids.
How come you didn't turn up to the kids' class today?
I had meeting.
Oh, okay. Because the kids were pretty sad.
Yeah, they were
Did you
pretty
take the Thursday
upset.
class?
Right.
Yeah, because they don't like looking eye level at the coach. So Kat had to take it.
Did you notify them or
Well, he normally hits them.
the old school way?
You know, the old school way,
Yeah,
man. You need to bring it back. I mean, look at Max. He's a good boy now. Got a big height even when he was younger. But in all seriousness, if we didn't have Mark, none of that would be possible. The playoffs wouldn't be possible. And just, I think, Kat and myself, we wouldn't be possible if he didn't start at what he started. Him and Gareth. So big ups to him and Gareth and the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And also to the gurus of the Gainz. With a Z.
Get the Z in there. All right, cool. Thanks, Mark, and you guys for having us out at CrossFit HPU. Really appreciate it.
How much did I have to pay you for this interview?
Thanks to our sponsors, Coke Zero. Not really, but if there's any sponsors out there, hit us up. We're still on the mic and a little camera. We're looking sort of for stuff, so.
I'm going to Snapchat the camera that we have to use. Just so everybody can see it.
So yeah, hit us up if you can help us out in any way. Thank you. Oh,
He's got a lot of money.
So we can
Added a few mics for you.
Well, I reckon you guys should profile athletes at the games.
Yeah.
You know, go backstage and see them.
yeah.
You know, I think as part of your
Always thinking, aren't you? Always thinking.
So many ideas.
I like it. I like it.
So just different ways getting them ready for how
Yeah.
to get ready and
What they've been doing and what they've been up to. Yeah.
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 The gurus again.
Just make sure you don't film on females.
I'm not like that, man. I like that.
I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Thanks for your time, guys. Tapping out. Bam.